In this video, I'm going to show you how I transformed a room in my garage into a fully functioning video production studio. Check it out.
Day 1. First things first, clean out the old studio and get it prepped for the subfloor.
It is a concrete floor and it is not very level. I think just the nice laminate floor will just make it look clean and I think sound better, and also I think more temperate, because it does get really hot in here or can get really cold. So I think that might balance it out a little bit. We'll see. But if anything, it'll look really nice.
To start off, I'll be using 2x4 sleepers that will lay flat and drill directly into the concrete. After making some final adjustments the next morning, it was time to attach the sleepers to the concrete.
This morning, I'm going to spend a good portion of it just getting all these sleepers attached and leveled out. Got these raised up cinder blocks. That and the floor's uneven, and I decided to go against just evening it all out. I thought for some reason it might be more work. Let's level it out.
Though I later regretted the decision, I decided to shim the floor instead of using a self-leveling cement. Looking back, this would have saved me a lot of time had I used the self-leveler. Oh well. Being that the room is in the garage, having a stable room temperature was very important. I had a roll of rock wool left over, which is designed especially for sound production. Now it was time to install the underfloor layment. I decided to go with 1/2-inch OSB for the bottom layer. After that, I added 3/8-inch particle board to give it a nice smooth surface. With the subfloor installed, I decided to get a head start on the painting. To tell you the truth, I really don't like to paint, so I decided to get a little help. Now that the wall is kit approved, it's time for the vinyl flooring.
Well, it's Saturday morning. It's been about a week since I started on this project, and as you can see behind me, making some headway. Got the floor kind of laid out here. I kind of started roughing it out last night. Had a few false starts. It does pay to have the right tools. So I ran down to Home Depot early this morning at like 6:30, for the earliest I think I've ever been to Home Depot, just so I can get the right tools and knock this out and finish this floor today. So extremely exhausted, unshaven. I've been working on this, and like I say, for a week now, every day, just by myself. Pretty sore, beat up, but excited to finally get this done.
It's been about a week so far, and while I am a bit tired, I'm really excited to install the new flooring. Since the room was basically a square, the installation was pretty straightforward. So right now I'm driving around Bend on the hunt for some pallets. I took a look on Craigslist and saw a little thing about free pallets at this flooring company. So let's check it out. I decided at the last minute that a pallet wall would look pretty cool and give me another option for a background.
We got pallets.
Back to the homestead with pallets in tow, it was time to play with the skill saw.
So in order to age the pallet wall,
and also kind of match the color tones of the floor and the blue wall. I've kind of got to basically mix some colors together. Quite honest, I don't really know what I'm doing. But I've looked at a few things on Pinterest, and it looks like you just take some, wood finish. So I got some gray here, which I've eventually I've kind of decided to put in some water just to kind of thin it out a little bit, and that seems to make a nice kind of light base. And then I've taken a little paintbrush, same thing, some thinned out white, and just do a quick stroke, and then using these pieces of cheesecloth, just kind of rubbing it in, and then finally ending it with some steel wool. Gives it kind of a nice, cool aged effect. Leaving the pallets to dry overnight, I covered the portion of the wall that was to be the pallet wall with 3/4 inch plywood. This way I can attach the pallet boards to a secure surface. As the pallets are not perfectly square, gaps can happen, so I painted the plywood dark gray to hide this. Now for a friendly game of Tetris. Okay, full disclosure. Halfway through I decided to mix in some boards that I bought from the lumber store. So this is technically a hybrid pallet wall and not 100% authentic. The pallet wall is now finished and looks great. A few stops to grab some other necessary items, and it's back to the studio for final install.
Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit the like button and also hit the share button if you know somebody else that might benefit from watching it. Well, that's all for now. My name is Andrew Cooper at A Cooper Video. I'll see you next time. Take care.